Hey guys. So yeah, as you saw the title of the video, the question is like, if you want to be the next Google or the Microsoft, or you want to just even be as big as these companies, what can we do in this day and age? Is it even possible to be a Google or a Microsoft? Can we even beat them in the future? Is it possible for any company to be the next biggest multi-billion dollar or a trillion dollar company? So yeah, the answer is it will be quite hard, right? Like, it's really hard. So but why do let's break it down. Why do you think it will be hard? The reason is they have a lot of data in lot of data centers, which took several years to build, and a million, several hundred millions or billions of dollars to even set it up, right? So it sounds virtually impossible to be the next Google or Microsoft or any of these trillion dollar, billion dollar companies. But I think we can beat them as well. If not, we can at least be as good as they are. How I think that is possible is using artificial intelligence. Of course, I'm an AI engineer, I'm so biased, but let me tell you why AI and how AI can do. If we can manage to get all this data, then itself it's a win according to my books. The thing is, if you have all this data, we can just put it through an AI algorithm, as we can already see, right? The chat GPTs, stable diffusions, and many more to come. There are so many AI tools that are fed hundreds and hundreds of thousands of petabytes of data. It can be image, video, audio, text, translation, anything. And they can take in all these data, and then they can become like a 2 GB or a 3 GB model. Let's take stable diffusion for example. Stable diffusion is being trained on hundreds of thousands of images, and it's just 2 GB or 1.5 GB. And let's take chat GPT. It's speculated that GPT-4 is like couple of 100 GB, still under a terabyte. I would say my guess is, according to what I read, is like 200 GB or something. So if it is 200 GB of all the textual data that it has been trained in, and the way it is able to give a really good human understandable answer for the most part, right? Even if it is bad now, it will be better very very soon. Imagine, just 6 months before, this technology was not even there. So let's give it some more time, 2 years down the line, 1 year down the line, by the end of this Christmas, where chat GPT or any of these large language models will be, we don't know, right? It will probably be way better. At least that's what my guess is. So yeah. And then, what I wanted to say is like, let's say this chat GPT can already clear SAT exams, bar exams, go to law school, go to Stanford, or even teach in Stanford for that case. And then it's like a crazy time to be alive, right? So AI is able to take in all this data and try to give us a non-linear relationship in the form of a generalized intelligence, right? It's not perfect, of course, but it will only get better, right? Yeah. And the one other key thing that I wanted to say is the important superpower of AI, which everyone knows but nobody talks, is it's simply replicatable and scalable. In other words, you can say intelligence at scale with less time. You don't need to be a student who takes med school for 5 years and then experience for 10 years to be a decent doctor. AI can do the same thing in a month if fed with the right amount of data and just a month of training, So, and still it is already outperforming human medicine doctors. Like, the best example is Google MedPalm 2. It's already outperforming human medicine doctors, not only in diagnosis but also in stuff like empathy. That's crazy, right? So that's what I think. We can beat any of these trillion dollar companies like Google or Microsoft if we use AI. And I also believe AI and humans who use AI will replace the ones who don't use AI. So that's what I wanted to say. So thank you guys.